Hey, everybody, Flip and Danny here, founders of the Freedom Real Estate Group family of companies, and welcome to another episode of our podcast called
Freedom Through Passive Income.
That's right. And today's episode is called The Truth About 401ks from a Retired Financial Wealth Manager.
And that retired financial wealth manager is not us.
No.
So we are here with Carrie Parrott. She is the guest, the honored guest,
Yes.
The guest of honor, however you want to say it. She's a lot smarter than we are when it comes to this type of stuff because she's been in the business for a very long time. So welcome to our podcast, Carrie.
Yes, welcome.
Thank you, Flip. Thank you, Danny. I appreciate you guys having me.
Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely. We're going to let you take it from here. Pour on your wisdom.
Oh my goodness. I don't know about wisdom, but I ran a wealth management practice for 20 years. And, we worked with a lot of, people that had 401ks. That's a great way to be able to, limit your taxes on your income, as well as, defer money for your retirement. What we found though, especially in Dayton, Ohio and the surrounding area, is that, with the 401k, you only have investment choices, that they provide you. The major employers in Dayton, on average have about 5 funds in their 401k. So, you don't have a lot of freedom to invest your money the way that you want. Also, the internal expenses within these plans, which doesn't show to the investor if you're investing in mutual funds, you could be paying, anywhere from, 1% to 4% depending on the fund. And you'll never see that. Your returns are also affected by, short-term capital gains. So, if they're having to pay taxes on it, the fund itself, then, you're going to have a lower return. And what we did for our clients is, in a lot of the plan documents for these 401ks, you're able to roll over a portion of that 401k into a self-directed IRA. And with that, then you have control. You can control your expenses, your investment choices, make sure that you're diversified, which, a lot of the plans don't give you that opportunity.
All right, everybody, if you're watching on LinkedIn or Facebook or YouTube, this is your chance right now. I know you see the like button right here and you see the heart button right there. This is your chance in the video to smash these buttons. Make sure you hit that heart button. Make sure you hit that like button if you like what you're seeing and if you enjoy what you're watching. But this is your chance right now to smash.
And just remember, this is how we show social media algorithms that you like what we're sharing. So if we're adding any kind of value over this 365-day series, we hope you'll help us out by sharing the love.
Yeah. So again, Hulk smash.
Yes, I agree. And one of the things that before we started recording was you were talking about the fact that they also limit how often you can change your investment options. So not only are you limited from the start, but how often you can actually shift and move them, right?
Right, absolutely. And a lot of times there'll be a holding period of 30 days or a quarter that you have to keep the same fund. And then if you sell that fund, you change your allocation within that 401k, then you're not able to get back into the same fund, right away. I think it's very difficult, and especially, if you're, a company under 100 employees, to get a great plan. But, all plan documents, these days provide, where you can roll that money over and then you can invest that how you want. And a lot of people say, how would I invest that? How would I do that? There's a lot of different ways. And I think that, our company specializes in that. Where, Freedom, where we can, help people through that process along with, giving them great, investment options.
Absolutely. Real estate, it's one of the best, in my opinion, in terms of relative safety. Obviously there's always risk with any investment, but real estate is pretty strong in that return, and it gives some of the highest returns compared to that limited risk. So I love that. And then we had talked about inflation as well, right? In the returns that you're getting in these accounts, they are tax deferred, but with inflation, I think right now inflation's at 7%.
Right. And, I was reading an article over the weekend, and they were, I wanted to kind of get an idea of, where the smart people, think that, inflation is going. And, we're going to be in a higher inflation environment, the highest inflation environment that we've been in since 1982. And the hedge on that, the hedge on inflation and interest rates is real estate as one of them.
Right. That's right.
So that's something that I have in my individual portfolio. That's what we're recommending for clients, right now, and, we've worked with commercial real estate for a long time. So it's not like, they could, be pretty confident in what we're doing.
Absolutely. And one last question: is there tax implications? Did I say implications? I'm making up words, literally. Is there any tax implications when you do an in-service withdrawal?
No, from the 401k, you'll open a self-directed IRA account. It will roll over, and it will be a tax-free event to roll it over. Excellent. Well, I learned a lot.
Yeah.
I actually learned a lot that when we started talking earlier before the podcast, I said, you know what, you just need to say all of that, because we can learn it, we can regurgitate it, but it's really nice coming from somebody who's been in the business for a while and really understands this space. So thank you so much for being here.
Yeah, sounds like
for having me. I appreciate it.
And it sounds like the 401k, before you move it over to that self-directed, it sounds like it's a lot of other people in control of your money.
Yes, instead of you.
Yeah.
Well, and also I found where, we had clients that loved their 401k. They said, I want to put as much money as I can, into it. I'm putting 15% a year into it. It's reduced, the taxes that I pay. I love it. And then the owner of the company changed the 401k, and, they're going for the cheapest, option that they can in most cases. And I'm not criticizing anyone. I'm saying that's business.
Yes.
They're trying to, eliminate their costs too, as far as administration. So, you find something you love and then people change it, daggone it.
Oh,
yes,
geez.
Exactly right. Well, I love this episode because it's so powerful, because there's trillions of dollars in the retirement account market. And it's people who do not know what to do with their money. They're like, oh, this is a good idea. I'm going to save for my retirement. And they have no idea what's going on. They don't know that. Some of them don't even know that they're paying fees. And they certainly don't know that they've got options to go self-directed. So I think that this is one of those episodes that we just want to shout from the rooftops. So I hope more and more people reach out and ask you questions.
Absolutely. And if I could add one more thing, the volatility that you're going to face in your 401k over the next couple of years is going to be incredible. Mm-hmm. And, and it's not a big deal unless you're retiring next year. And I had a lot of clients that, they were in their 401k, they wanted to keep their money there. And then, they retire and they have, a third of as much money as they used to have, and that affects retirement income. And if you have 30 years, then that's one thing. But if you have 10 or less, it's, it could take that long. So,
yeah. Wow. And even if you have 30 years, might as well get a higher return while you're at it.
Well, I have 30 years because I never plan on quitting working. So,
That's right. That's right.
Love it.
That's what I've been told.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, yes, thank you. Well, we hope that you enjoyed today's guest, Carrie, and we hope that you enjoyed this episode. Again, make sure you join our Facebook groups, facebook.com/group/
Freedom Through Passive Income, and you're going to see Carrie in there.
That's right. We're also on LinkedIn, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, whatever. Get in there, love. Make sure you give us comments, tell us how we're doing, let us know if you have any recommendation. But we always like to end these episodes with
invest smart,
live happy. Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody. Thanks again, Carrie.
Thank you.
Nothing in the show should be considered specific personal or professional advice. Please consult an appropriate tax, legal, real estate, financial, or business professional for individualized advice. Opinions and information on the show are not guaranteed. All investment strategies have the potential for profit or loss.